In a family built on public trust and private faith, a secret lived beneath the surface for years. And then a daughter's first love brought everything to light. What you're about to see is not just the unveiling of one hidden truth, it's two. One about control, one about freedom. And when they collided, the reverberations changed the Brown family forever. Because while the world cheered when daughter Aurora Brown introduced her boyfriend, another revelation lurked, one that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about Robyn and Kody's marriage. Part 1. When Robyn joined the Brown family in 2010, many believed she was the missing piece, the woman who finally balanced Kody's chaotic plural marriage. But behind that hopeful smile, insiders say Robyn was never just the fourth wife. She was the plan. What if Robyn's entrance wasn't by chance, but by design? From the very first meeting, fans noticed it. The look in Kody's eyes, the shift in tone, the invisible wall growing between the other wives and the newcomer. As months passed, the cracks deepened. Christine cried on camera, Janelle withdrew, Meri's laughter faded. But Robyn? She was thriving. Every fan asked the same question: was Kody's devotion to Robyn a love story or a takeover? Because someone, somewhere, was hiding the truth about what Robyn really brought into the family. It began with a leaked message, a financial document, and one shocking timeline that didn't match what the show told us. In late 2009, before the cameras rolled, Kody and Robyn had already signed joint property papers in Nevada under her previous name. That's months before TLC even announced filming, meaning Robyn wasn't the new wife. She was already part of Kody's hidden life. And if that's true, then every emotional moment we watched on screen was part of a carefully crafted cover-up, and Janelle discovered the truth. It wasn't on camera. It was during a family meeting, one never aired in full. Christine demanded answers. Meri walked out. Kody called it a misunderstanding, but the damage was done. That night, Robyn made a chilling confession to a close friend, one the public never heard. She said, "They'll never understand why we did it. It was God's plan." But whose plan was it really? God's or Kody's ego? Just when fans thought the worst was over, leaked text archives revealed something darker. A secret prenup between Robyn and Kody, one that guaranteed Robyn full access to family earnings should the other wives leave. She played the long game. Kody gave her everything. This wasn't just emotional betrayal. It was financial warfare disguised as faith. And the twist, TLC allegedly knew: keep the storyline emotional, don't mention financials. When the secret finally broke online, Sister Wives fans didn't hold back. Viewers accused the show of manipulation. Others demanded justice for Christine and Janelle. Christine's smiling in her new home. She may have lost her marriage, but she gained her peace. Maybe this was never about one secret. Maybe it was about how power, love, and religion twisted into something unrecognizable. And maybe the real story of Sister Wives is still being written. Robyn and Kody's secret is finally out, but what happens next could change everything again. If you think you've heard it all, wait until you see what's coming in 2025. Part 2. For over a decade, the Brown family invited the world into their most private struggles. From the chaos of plural marriage to the unraveling of sister wives, we watched their faith tested and their unity collapse. And through it all, Robyn's children, especially Aurora, lived in the shadows of their parents' choices, born into controversy, raised on camera, and sheltered by fear. Aurora became the symbol of innocence inside a fractured empire. But 2025 would change everything when the girl who'd stayed silent finally found her voice through love. Aurora Brown was just 6 years old when America first saw her, clinging to her mother Robyn, nervous and shy. While the other Brown kids rebelled or pulled away, Aurora stayed loyal. She protected her mom through every backlash, every tear, every moment fans turned cruel. Aurora's always been the quiet heart of the show. But in 2025, that heart finally started beating for someone new. And it wasn't just a boyfriend reveal. It was a coming-of-age moment the Brown family never saw coming. It happened on a quiet Flagstaff evening. Cameras rolled as Aurora entered the room, hand in hand with someone no one recognized, his name Ethan, a fellow student from Northern Arizona University. Soft-spoken, respectful, and completely unaware of the storm about to follow. For a brief moment, everything felt normal, a family celebrating love. Finally, Aurora deserves happiness, but what fans didn't know was that Kody's approval came at a painful price. Behind the laughter, behind the hugs, something felt off. I'm happy for her, but I'm scared. The world hasn't always been kind to our family. Kody's protective instincts turned into interrogation. Sources close to the Browns said he asked Aurora's boyfriend for a spiritual commitment pledge, echoing the strict courtship rules he once enforced on his older kids. And when Ethan refused, tensions exploded off camera. For the first time, Aurora stood up to her father, the same man who once controlled every corner of their world. But the real twist came days later, when fans noticed something strange. Insiders revealed that before the episode aired, Kody had secretly made a deal with producers to limit how much of Aurora's relationship was shown. He feared backlash, not for Aurora, but for what it revealed about his control over his adult children. When that leaked online, the fan base erupted. He's still manipulating their lives. Let Aurora live her truth. The moment meant to celebrate love turned into a debate about control, freedom, and healing. As the dust settled, Aurora and Ethan quietly continued their relationship. Off camera, for once, love wasn't about ratings or family politics. It was real. And maybe, just maybe, Aurora's courage to love freely became the one thing that could heal a family still haunted by broken promises. Because sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is choose joy in a world built on drama. Aurora Brown's first love might have started quietly, but its impact will echo through every branch of the Brown family tree. And as Sister Wives enter season 20, one thing's certain, this isn't just a show anymore. It's a generational shift. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Kody Brown and Robyn Brown entered the spotlight in 2010, stepping into the forefront of the polygamy reality TV era. Their family became one of America's most watched unions. But behind the cameras, observers say there were cracks. In December 2015's case of Brown v. Bumman, Kody sued Utah over polygamy laws. On-screen, faith and family. Off-screen, questions of legacy and control. And when Robyn later revealed that she never even wanted to be legally married to Kody, despite their spiritual union, alarm bells went off. She said she was content with a spiritual marriage rather than legal, signaling there were deeper motivations beneath the surface. Into this fraught world stepped their daughter, Aurora Brown. From her childhood in the Brown household to adolescence in the public eye, she was known as the quiet heart of the family. When she remained silent while the older siblings battled and the marriages cracked, fans often wondered, when will Aurora make her move? In 2025, that move came, a first-ever boyfriend, a national TV reveal, a daughter stepping out into her own story. But just as her love story was about to bloom, the undercurrents of her parents' secret life gathered beneath the surface, ready to erupt. It was episode 5 of season 20 of Sister Wives that changed the game. Aurora introduced her boyfriend, Brody Utley, to the family in September 2024, though the relationship only became public in late 2025. A heartwarming moment, father, mother, daughter, and a new chapter. For many fans, it felt like healing, but every healing moment carries risk, especially in a family where control has been the unspoken rule. What viewers didn't see then, the hidden requests, the unaired dialogues, and the fact that Kody asked for a spiritual commitment pledge from Brody, something insiders say stirred raw emotions. As Aurora celebrated love, the Brown family's deeper issues surfaced. Robyn's earlier admission of not wanting a legal marriage hinted at power dynamics at play. Kody, once patriarch of the plural marriage, now faced a marriage under pressure, while his daughter fought for autonomy. The collision was inevitable. When Aurora told her father, "I have to live my own life," the camera captured a rare crack in the Brown facade, and fans noticed. On Reddit, Aurora is simply an adult baby, and Kody likes his kids up until the point where they form an identity and opinions. The outburst echoed across Facebook groups and YouTube comment threads. Then came the twist. A document leak, a production clause, a father's cover-up, and suddenly the love story became the lens through which the family's secrets were exposed. It emerged that before Aurora's boyfriend reveal aired, Kody and producers had agreed to restrict how much of the inner family dialogue was shown. His fear, not Aurora's love, but what her love exposed, the lack of freedom he once assured in his plural union. For fans, the moment shifted. What they thought was a sweet milestone became proof of something deeper. The control, the restraint, the unsaid. As one Facebook post read, "Sister Wives finally showed the daughter. Now we see the castle walls are cracking." The backlash exploded, thousands of comments accusing Kody and Robyn of orchestrating the moment for ratings and hiding what really mattered. In the end, love did not just bring joy to Aurora, it triggered truth for the family. Robyn's earlier stance, that she never needed a legal marriage, now looked like a foreshadowing of her stepping out from Kody's shadow. Kody's patriarchal hold unraveling as his daughter claimed independence. As the episode aired, the internet caught fire. Reddit threads overflowed, TikTok clips went viral, and thousands of Sister Wives fans poured their emotions online. One viewer wrote, "Aurora's boyfriend reveal broke the illusion of the Brown family." Another posted, "I've watched this family for 15 years, and for once I cried happy tears." On Facebook groups, mothers compared Aurora's courage to their own daughters growing up under judgment. YouTube comment sections filled with women saying this felt like their own household healing on screen. The audience wasn't just watching a show anymore. They were living their own reflections through Aurora. Family therapist Dr. Lisa Hamilton explains, "When control is disguised as faith, it can pass silently from one generation to the next, until someone refuses to inherit it." Cultural sociologist Mara Levy adds, "Second-generation kids from plural homes often reclaim individuality through love. It's their quiet revolution." Aurora's decision to love publicly wasn't rebellion, it was generational correction, and maybe that's what scared Kody the most. Not losing control of the show, but losing control of the story. To understand how we got here, we have to revisit a critical legal milestone. Brown v. Bowman, 2015. when the Browns challenged Utah's anti-polygamy statute. Though the case was later dismissed on technical grounds, the symbolic win reshaped public perception. It told America that the Browns weren't just a reality family, they were testing the limits of faith and freedom. But once legal spotlight faded, the emotional cost grew inside the household. That tension would one day resurface through Robyn's choices and Aurora's defiance. For over a decade, sister wives revolved around the mothers. Christine's heartbreak, Janelle's strength, Meri's loneliness, Robyn's loyalty. But time shifts every narrative. Now it's the daughter's turn. They're not inheriting plural marriage. They're inheriting independence. Aurora's first love mirrors the evolution of every woman in the Brown family, the courage to choose differently. It's a story not just about faith, but about freedom, motherhood, and legacy, because when a daughter breaks free, she rewrites her mother's unfinished story. 6 months after filming wrapped, Aurora and Brody were spotted volunteering at a Flagstaff community event. No TLC cameras, no dramatic edits, just laughter under desert sunlight. For once, the Brown name wasn't trending for chaos. It was trending for hope, and perhaps that's how the next chapter begins. Not on television, but in the quiet places where real love grows. If a daughter can defy the family system, what does that say about polygamy's model? Robyn, her decision to stay spiritual rather than legal, raised questions about agency and power. The perfect first love turned mirror into the family. If you believe Aurora's story changed the Brown family, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Share your thoughts. Do you think Kody's control was exposed by this one moment? What happens next? As the show advances past season 20, one thing is certain: Aurora's chapter is more than a relationship. It's a revolution. And the Brown family will never be the same. Up next, Robyn's quiet exit. What it really means, comment below. Will plural marriage survive the Brown test?